Dear viewers, in this video I am going to show you how can you take online test using Google Forms. Students are usually very excited to give their tests on using Google Forms because they get the result instantly, and the teachers also, it is helpful for them because they need not do any paper checking, and also they get the ready-made mark slips. So it is very time saving for them. Now let's see how can we make an online test using Google Forms. So to make a test on Google Form, first you have to open your Gmail. So here is my Gmail. You have to log in and then go to the Google Apps, this 9 dots, click there and go to Google Drive. So when you go to Google Drive, you get all the Google products here. So you click on this plus new button. When you click it, you see the Google products like Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and then more. So in more, you find a purple color Google Forms. You have to click here in the Google Form, and when you click the Google Form, this blank Google Form is before you, and this is an untitled form. This is a blank form, and there are templates also, but when you do it on blank form, you actually learn all the options that are there in Google Forms. So first, the test that you want to take, you can name, you can give a title to the test. Like if I want to take a test on education, I can just type it, internal assessment. So you can give the name of the test, and then you may also describe. You can give a little description about the test. This is okay. So you describe actually what is this test about. Little bit description you can give. Then you may like to collect some basic information about students. Like you may like to know the name of the students. So you write here name of the student, and then if you want to add more like this field, there is a plus sign you can see right hand side. So whenever you tick this open, and you can collect more information that you really need it. So you may like to get the roll number, so you can type it out. And after if this information you think that these are must kind of thing, then you have to click this button like required. When it is left hand side, it means it is off, so you have to turn it on by clicking it towards right hand side. So in that case, student cannot skip this field. They must give information in this field, then only they will be able to submit it. Similarly, you can this field also you can make it mandatory, required. When you click it towards right, it is mandatory. So name of the student, roll number. If you want, you can add one more field like name of the college. So as many field you want, you can add it just by clicking the plus sign. So you can write here name of the college. Then this is also you can make it mandatory. After that, if you think enough basic information you have, you can start typing out the question. Now the question is like question number 1. You can type out like who is the Prime Minister of India. Now this is a MCQ, so multiple choice. Now there you can give at least 4 options. Usually multiple choice questions have 4 options. So first option, if you click here, you can write the first option. For example, you can give any name, Donald Trump. You have to give only one correct options, the rest. And then to go to the next option, either you click here, add other. When you give add other, you cannot type it. You have to give one more add option. Otherwise, you can take your cursor here and then you can press the down arrow. When you click the down arrow option, automatically you go to the second option. So you can write here another name, like then you can go to the next option. Next option is Narendra, and the next option is, because you have to give 4 options. So now the student have to choose any of the option. Now 4 options. Now the fifth one is actually there is one which is other. You have to delete it. You do not require. We want only 4 options. Now you have to convert this form into a quiz. How can we do it? Now to do it, you have to go to setting option. Here is the setting option here, and when you click here, you will get there are many options that there, like collect email addresses. If you really require it, you can collect the email address of the student also. Then limit to 1 response. They require to sign in. You can click here then they will not be able to give more than one response. Then edit and submit. After edit after submit, means after submission also they can edit the form. So if it is an admission form or any other thing, you can give this option. But certainly when it is a test, you won't give this kind of options. Change any of these options. If you want, you can change it, otherwise leave it. Show link to submit another response. I think you can remove it because you don't want the students to respond more than once. Now confirmation message, here you can type something. You can, here already they have given your response has been recorded. So this one you can just keep it, your response has been recorded. Or you can write thanks for appearing in the internal assessment. And you can write HOD, Department of Education, or the name of your college or whatever it is, ABCD. Okay, you can save it. Before saving, you can you save it, and then again you go again to setting options. Now this is very important. Quizzes. Now you need to convert your form into a quiz. To make this quiz, you have to click towards right so that it becomes a quiz. Now what happens when you make it a quiz? Release grade option is there, and there is one option immediately after each submission. So what happens, as soon as the student submits the form, get the result instantly. So there it happens. But if you think that you do not want the students to get the result instantly, you can click this later after manual review. So this is up to you. Then respondent can see. Respondent here, the students who gives response to these questions. Now here they can see the missed question. This is also very interesting. Here they can see they identify the questions were answered incorrectly. Identified which questions were answered incorrectly. So they can see also the wrong answers, and also they can find out what are the correct answers. So these tests not only assess their knowledge and understanding, this also gives them an opportunity to enhance their learning and understanding. So this is very interesting. And you have to save it. After you save it, it has become like a quiz. Now you see here one more option, you got it, answer key. This is very important because if you want your students to get their result instantly, you have to add answer key. To add answer key, you have to click here. When you click here, you see there is a points option. So how much point refers to marks. So who is the Prime Minister? Now this is an MCQ, objective type question. So marks will be only 1. So you can give 1 mark. But if there is any question you think of giving more than 1 mark, you can give it. This is, you can increase, you can decrease. And then you have to choose the correct option. Who is the Prime Minister of India? You have to give the correct answer here. And then done. So first question is complete. Like this, you have to add as many questions you want. If you want to take a test on 10 marks, you add 10 like this question, following the same procedure. Now after you have done it, I'm showing you, I have already typed out one question paper, this one. EDC is a second semester internal assessment, and you can see name of the student. I have taken only 2 basic information, name of the student and roll number. And then you can see from education subject, I have written down the questions and also 4 options. I have written down questions here. So these are the 10 questions. Now when I share the link with the students, how can I share the link with the students? Now for that you have to click this send option. Before you send, click to share the link with the students, you may like to see how the students will see this question paper. So for that you have to click on this preview button. This is preview button. When you click it, the question paper, this is the question paper, this appears before you. Now this is how the students will see the question paper. You see there is red star means required. So all required option is there. So name of the student. Student has to fill up each field like name of the student. These are basic information. If without this filling up this field they want to submit the form, it will not be submitted. Then roll number also they have to write it down. University roll number in case of college, in case of school, their class roll number. And then they have to pick the correct option of each question. Now what will be the correct answer of this question? Whatever the correct option, they have to just click it. Click all the questions, answers of each question. Now see, you have to remember sometimes when I click here, actually it might go to this, no, it is not going, but sometimes, so you have to check it twice. when you are clicking the options. So fill up all these forms, all these options, all these questions. After attempting all, then you have to click the submit button. I have attempted all the question, but 9 number I did not attempt. Let's see when I try to submit it, what happens. So when I try to submit it, you see I cannot submit it. They say that this is a required question. It means I have to attempt it. So I am attempting it. Okay, let me give a wrong answer. As soon as I submit it, students will receive this message, this confirmation message. Thanks for taking part in our online internal assessment, Department of Education, college name. Now, after that, if the student wants, and student must do it, they have to click view score. And when they click view score, they see how much. You see, I scored 9 out of 10. So this is my final score. And then I can see which answer actually was wrong. So I can go down and I can see, you see this question, the answer of this question is correct, this one is correct, this one is correct, but one is wrong. Which one is wrong? You see question number 9. The correct answer is 3 types of personality, but I clicked 2 types of personality. So students can learn also the correct answer and which was their wrong answer. So that's how they can also enhance their knowledge in the subject. So this is very interesting. So then now I want to go back and I want to show you after the teacher made this test, how they are going to share it with the students. To share it with the students, teacher have to click this send option. And when they click this send option, there are many options comes. First one is email. If you know the email of the students, you can click it here, or you can type it out and you can give it here. But it is sometimes may not be convenient for the teachers to share using email. Usually all the schools and college, they have class-wise or semester-wise students group on WhatsApp. So they may like to only take the link. So here, if you click this option, you get the link of this form. And this is a quite long link. If you want to shorten it, you can click it here and then you get the short link. Now you can copy it. You see there is a copy option. So just copy it, go to the WhatsApp group and just paste it. Then students get the link. And after they get the link, they can give response. Now I will show you what happens when the students give. I close it and here you see this form. I used it with my students and they have given response. You see they have given, I received 104 responses. So when I click here, I find all the responses. And this is very interesting. You see Google form does the result analysis for me. So this one, this is the summary. When I click on the summary, you see the analysis, result analysis. Here I see what is the average marks students obtained. So 4.77 is the average marks out of 10 students obtained. Then I can see frequently missed question. Which question students missed? Most of the question they missed. Minimum 50% when it is incorrect answer, 50% incorrect answer, those questions they see. It means these are quite little difficult or students do not familiar with the answer. Then you also see the name of the student, their roll number and question number. According to question number, you also find how much percent of students actually choose option A, then how many students choose option B, how many of them choose option C. So you get the total analysis of the answer. And then you can see also the individual students response. If you want to check each student how they really performed, for example, this is one student, Kanai Chaudhuri, and you can see what he really responded and what were his wrong answers and what were his correct answers. You can see all this. And then what is more interesting is that, as I was telling you in the beginning, then you can see you can get the mark slips ready-made. So when you click, this is the symbol of Google spreadsheet. So when you click here, the spreadsheet opens and you get this. See, this is the spreadsheet. Now you see time, at what time the student submitted, date and time. when students submitted the form, and how much, this is their score, name of the student, roll number, and question wise what is the answer they have given. Now as per your requirement, you can you can delete the columns which you think not required for you. For example, time and date. If it is not required, this column is not required, you can delete it. Score you require, name of the student you require, roll number you require, and this answer you may not require, so you may delete all these options. So that's how you can also document the test result for you for your future references. That's how we can make an interesting Google form, and students also get excited actually when they give test on Google form. If you have any questions or query, you can write on comment box, and I hope you will try to use Google Forms to conduct online test. Thanks for watching the video. Goodbye.